Well, there's a number of ways that we use public service requests here at the town of Pelham. And it's a really effective tool for us. First is if a resident comes to us or a business owner with something that they want done in the community. It could be a tree that's fallen down or a sidewalk that has heaved a little. They inform us about it, and a counselor might put it in for them, or the counselor would then direct them to the website and say, why don't you put it into PSR? We have this electronic system to do that. Then either the counselor or the member of the public can monitor the request and ensure that that request gets done. So they can do that individually, and there's that feedback there that's really excellent for residents and business owners. We also have a standard in which these things would be done. So if it's a tripping hazard on a sidewalk, we know that that's going to get done quicker than maybe a tree on a back lot somewhere. So there's a certain standard that's met there, and information's given back to the constituent or to the counselor about when that's going to be done after staff takes a look at it. From a broader governance point of view, public service requests assist council as well in monitoring the situation. We can say in our monthly reports that we get at council, we can note how many of the public service requests were dealt with, how many weren't, what they were, the nature of them. And more importantly, I think from a strategic point of view, we can see if there's resources needed to deal with the situation. So if there's a multitude of a certain type of request, for example, replacement of water meters, if it spikes up one month, or trees that are need to be dealt with, and branches and limbs, or potholes, council will know that generally in the report from comparing month to month to month. And then we can ask questions about that. Do we need more resources on that? Or have we dealt with that issue enough? I don't see any more trees coming down. Can we reduce that budget amount? Do we need to change the way in which we do things? So it's a really, really effective tool, not only communication with the resident and the constituent and have that direct feedback, but it also allows council to do its role, which is governance, and oversee and make sure that we help our community become a better place.
One of the things with regards to public service request is the benefit to anyone that has ever tried to call a bureaucratic office, particularly local government office, with a particular problem. Local government, municipalities in our case, are what we call the purest form of government. And when people have a problem, regardless what it is, we're usually the first folks they call. Most municipalities these days have elaborate telephone systems, and you're pressing buttons to try and find out who you should talk to with regards to your problem. The advantage with PSR is you eliminate all of that bureaucratic maze, if you will, and it allows you from the comfort of your own home to log on, to go to the PSR app, which is contained within our website, and to clearly record a PSR. And then it allows you to track it. So you have the peace of mind that it's been received by the right person without having to, again, go through a labyrinth of bureaucratic phone numbers, etc. And then you get feedback with regards to the time you can expect that the problem will be solved and when the work is actually done. So from an external customer point of view, it's extremely customer friendly. It takes a lot of the time and effort away from somebody to try and get a hold of the right person. It instantly connects them with who they need to be talking to or to be interacting with, and it gives them that level of comfort that their problem will be addressed and will be solved. From a larger point of view, the advantage of the PSR system from the internal point of view looking to the external point of view is that I can then take a look at the sort of the back door in PSR and see how many customer service complaints we have, how many have been resolved, how many are pending, etc. So I can actually conduct measurement on the performance of staff and performance of departments. It also allows me to track certain things, like a particular neighborhood might be experiencing an upspike in certain PSRs. For example, we may be getting a cluster of phone calls regarding potholes in a particular street. That allows me to take that information and investigate, is there a larger problem? And it alerts me to that right away. It allows me then to go to mayor and council, provide that information to them so that they can react with allocating the proper resources to fix the problem. So it's extremely valuable that way. from the workplace health and safety aspect, we've implemented PSR so that when we do our workplace inspections to make sure that the workforce is safe, we can upload any requests for action into the PSR system and use it internally so that our workplace health and safety committee can report issues in the workplace that go to the right person to ensure that those are resolved quickly so that we avoid accidents and other unsafe circumstances. So from a number of different perspectives, PSR is a wonderful thing to have. It's an amazing tool, and I often think how we managed without it.
I'm Carrie Pupo. I'm the treasurer for the town of Pelham. Town of Pelham is located in the heart of the Niagara region in Ontario, Canada. I am the treasurer for the town of Pelham. I have worked with the town for 7 years, and my main role is to make sure that we provide value-added services to the resident at the lowest possible tax levy. And as part of that, how do we provide customer service to the resident with a low tax base and maintaining that tax base over, a number of years. So one of the things that we were struggling with was our customer service to the public and being able to engage the public in providing us with information regarding customer service needs, like potholes that they notice need to be repaired, or tree limbs falling from the trees, dead branches and so forth through storms. And also internally, customer service within other departments on providing information technology services through a tool that can benchmark and measure the outcomes of those services. We happened to come upon a PSR system a few years back now. I think it's approximately 2 or 3 years back. And the system provided us with that engagement tool that would allow the public to go in and create a database for us of the type of works that were being done in the field. And with this information, we were able to gather relevant information not only for providing a customer service base or determining whether repairs actually had to be made, but also it identified a way to increase the relationship between our customers, the assets, and our asset database that is maintained in the finance department. So we then worked on a process that could allow the PSR system to integrate with our financial management database and update the assets based on the repairs or the disposals that were done with assets. For instance, if a sign was identified by a customer as being destroyed in the field, they would be able to go out, take the sign down, replace the new sign, and document that in the PSR system. Our system then can take a interface and upload that into our asset management system that updates the asset and disposes of the other one, which is a very easy process for us internally. Now we are getting more information from the use of this PSR system than we ever had in the past, and it is helping us to meet all the requirements of the province and the federal government, or the provincial and federal governments, with respect to keeping a living document and capital asset management plan. We are able to do this through the PSR system at a very low cost, and the interface and all of the processes that have to happen to make it be a realistic document are streamlined so that there's only one person really touching that information after the point of contact from the customer, and that is helping us to reduce the internal costs of keeping a capital asset management plan in living form. So we are very pleased with the PSR system. We continue to enhance and work with the developers of the system to make it do things that they may not have thought we could ever do, but that's my job, to make everybody's life miserable in some form. But so we're very happy with it, and we encourage you to look for it. And when you're looking for someone to live, you're welcome to come to Pelham.